So tell us a little bit more about the sustainability story, because obviously that's quite interesting for us. We're doing EcoPrint in June, the Geneva Summit. What's Fosian's story around sustainability?
I suppose the big thing that's driving it at the moment has been about energy costs.
Yeah.
So, and that's one of the key things. But it goes beyond that, because it's also about how we provide more functionality to people, how we reduce, costs of spares, and which, it directly impacts landfill.
Sure.
With heavy metals and mercury and things like that. So the sustainability message is across a number of levels. And the energy savings at the moment is the big thing that's really driving it. So if we look at UV type systems, which of course is what we do, then if you compare it to a mercury lamp system, the problem with those is they need to be on all the time.
Sure.
They can be turned down a bit, turned up a bit. Ours go instantly on, instantly off. So depending on how you use it, you can get up to 70, 85% energy reductions on a press. The way energy costs have gone, ROIs for us have gone from maybe 2 years down to less than 1 year.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's the big difference. And now people are saying, God, I wish I did this 2 years ago.
It's the move from mass production in centralised locations where you produce huge amounts and have economies of scale, to producing things at the end of a production line and only producing what you need when you need it, and reducing all those transportation costs, stock costs and wastage costs.
Yeah, brilliant.
So we're looking very heavily at density correction, nozzle out, all the things that help put the minimum amount of ink down for the maximum amount of quality. Also our machine learning and diagnostics on our ink systems and our electronics that we're developing now, because that also impacts on the serviceability and the lifetime of components, so helping to minimise the electrical waste.
Yep.
So we've got a view on it's not just about printing, it's about the planet.
It's about sustainable business in a way, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
about being a printer and managing your business effectively.
Yes, and especially these days, in the younger generation, I mean, we all should be interested in the planet.
Yeah,
so
sure.
Well, there's a lot of talk about sustainability, and that's a big theme coming up for EcoPrint in Geneva. And I'm going to be talking around that, but particularly around some of the things that are going on in Germany at the moment, but also with the big push that we're pushing to replace plastic with paper. And we're doing that across the board. Plastic bottles, plastic food containers, we're looking to move all of those over to paper. This is a big move driven by the big brands like Nestle, Mars, you'll have read about it, and we're right in there helping people use Power Drop to coat the paper to give it the functionality it needs to replace plastic while keeping it sustainable and recyclable.
If you think about the cost of the reduction in energy that's required to dry some of these inks, because we can put more pigment in and a smaller ratio of water, that means that the drying energy could be reduced by up to half. In today's climate, that's a massive savings.
What I'm happy with is to see that people start to have the right focus. You have to look at it in several ways. First of all, as a company, you have to be a sustainable producer, which Agfa has a long history on focusing on reducing our energy consumption, solar panels, reuse energy. We have a water treatment plant in-house. We're not dependent of the governmental. We do it in-house. So there's a lot of stuff going on to reduce our footprint so that in our production. But the next step is, of course, that our customers can be more sustainable by using our products. And that takes design from the product. That's the next level, and that's where the industry is moving on. And thirdly, Agfa is also present in products that are purely sustainable, like the Zirfon, which is a membrane for hydrogen energy. So we are also active in fields that's not in yet, but where it's purely driven by green energy. So we are on the 3 levels we are active. And EcoPrint, I think it's the right moment to do it.